Hello YouTube, I'm Kelly One Shot. And I know that normally when you come to my channel, you expect to see my comic book reviews, my Explored and Explained video series, or any other nerdy DC comic project, be it my dramatic readings, or my post-crisis podcast, or anything like that, even my random Let's Play videos. But I do want to talk today about something that's a lot more important to me, and that's just my personal life, and that's like who I am as a person. As many of you may know if you follow me on Twitter or any other form of social media that you follow me on, or even here on my channel, that I am a transgendered woman. That over the last year of my life, I have started my gender transition. I was formerly Keith One Shot, so if you see any of my old videos where I say, "Hello YouTube and fellow video game fans," or anything like that, and I'm Keith One Shot, that's in the past. I go by Kelly One Shot now on the channel, though I have officially changed my name to Taylor. But I didn't want to update the channel or change it any more drastically, so we're gonna do Kelly One Shot going here from now. It's been that way for some time. You might have heard me talk about it. You might care, you might not care. It might make me lose some subscribers. Either way, I did want to talk about this, and I do want to let you know that I am going to be doing more comic book videos. I'm not going to stop with those. I am still part of the Comic Book Legion. Check us out at comicbooklegion.com. A bunch of great guys. Well, we got the Nation of Nerds and all that stuff, so we got a lot of great projects going on in Legion of Comic Books, or comicbooklegion.com rather. Either way, like I said, I want to talk to you about my gender transition, because I am now officially at the 11th month mark, and I have been fully living as a woman now for at least the last year of my life, a little bit more than that, and I've really kind of just been transitioning throughout all of my life. And I just wanted to talk about some of the changes, some of the things to expect if you are someone who is considering being trans, if you know that you're trans in your heart, if you have questions about yourself or any of this stuff. It's a very big, important situation, and even within our nerd community, I don't really see it talked about or discussed that much, and I just wanted to kind of be out there and share my experience here. So like I said, over the last year of my life, it's been really fun. I've grown and changed a lot. I feel like I passed pretty well. I'm not 100% where I want to be as a person in my growth, in my process. I feel like I can still feminize in a lot of great ways and be truer to who I want to be. I have met a lot of great trans women over the last year of my life. I want to give a shout out to my friend Jackie. She's been really great, or whatever. Either way, I've reached out to a lot of different trans women, trans support groups. I've gone out to dinners, dates, hung out. Just a bunch of different things, because it's really important to reach out and find other trans people, to find people who have that shared experience, because there's not a lot of us, and it's important to have that kind of community and someone who can relate and understand. And if you are feeling that way, feel free to hit me up here on my social media, here on YouTube, or hit me up on Twitter if you find me there, Kelly One Shot. If you need to talk, you need a friend, I'm here. I understand. So yeah, like, I used to be a really masculine, manly type of man or whatever, hardcore shows, heavy metal, all that fun stuff. I used to drum, I used to sing, I'm a mosh pit warrior and all that stuff, and over the last course of my year, it's kind of been a lot of adjustments happening here, because I'm switching from, like I said, that life, whereas I had done drag for several years. I was a drag queen for 4 or 5 years, and I've always kind of really secretly been a woman, and I kind of lied and denied about it for so long. But I'm happy and I'm accepting my life. So like over the last year or so, like first off, like body changes or whatever like that. So my skin's got a lot softer in general. My body's kind of rounding out a little bit more. I do have like breast growth and development here, and it's kind of rounded out, and I really like where it's going, and like it's so strange and it's unique in the process, like to go through this such late in life. I'm 30 years old now, and I'm experiencing like second puberty, and it's a lot of fun, but it is also a lot of challenge and a lot of pain that comes with it. But ultimately, the biggest thing that's happened over the last year is just like my mental state. I'm so much happier, I'm so much like in a better place, and generally love myself and feel positive, and I have so much more hope going into the future from here, and I really feel like I have a future that I can like be happy about and proud of. And that's like really one of the biggest things for me, is because like I said, I do have the breast growth. My body is slimmed down a little bit, it's rounded out a little bit more in certain areas that we want it to. My face is softened and got more feminine. My body hair growth has kind of reduced a lot, but I do still have to shave. I just have to shave here. It's horrible. I have to shave my face daily. It sucks. It's whatever. I have to do electrolysis, I have to do laser, I have to do something. I feel like I'm like at a year, or I'm almost at the year mark, and I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself right now. and that I want to do so much more. I want to grow in so many more ways. I want to do SRS, and I want to have more here, and eventually I want to let the hormones do their work, but eventually I think I want to soften my face even further beyond that and do some FFS, facial feminization surgery, and just soften things out a little bit more. I do want to do electrolysis. There's so much, but it's so hard, and it's so costly. And like, I work 2 jobs just to get by. I do my thing. I'm not going to complain about that or any of the finances or anything like that, but it's really hard. It's challenging. You have to buy new clothes, you have to buy makeup, you have to buy lotions, you have to buy all these little different things, shoes. You have to kind of readjust to this whole new life, and it's a lot of fun and it's exciting, but it does cost a lot of money. I don't know, you're gonna find me rambling throughout this whole video too, so there's that. Get over it. That's just who I am. I'm just all over the place. Like I said, there's been a lot more positive than there's been negatives, but there has been some negatives, and I'm going to talk about some of them right now. And that's, I do sometimes in society, I feel like, especially within work and within one of my jobs in particular, I feel like I've directly been discriminated against in multiple ways that have denied me opportunities, denied me raises, reduced and cut my hours, and changed me from one position to another just to help another person feel more comfortable. And I don't think that's the right way to handle any situation. I've already talked about this with the people there and within their company beyond that, and I don't feel like I've gotten anywhere there. And I really don't think that it's a fair situation at all, but I'm not going to touch on that too much now because that's not what this video is about. But I just want you to let you know that, like, it's not all rainbows and sunshine when you do transition. You're going to experience things like that where people are going to try to hold you back for no reason other than who you are, and that's terrible. You're going to wake up, you're going to go on Facebook, you're going to go on Twitter, you're going to go on Reddit, and you're going to see articles written about your life, and you're going to see people discussing and denying your identity and trying to slam you down as a person, and you almost feel like you have to be like this incredibly smart person. You have to be like a doctor, an astrophysicist, you have to be a psychology major, you have to be a beauty expert. If you want to be a trans woman, you have to do all this stuff at once because you're going to have to explain your identity to a lot of these different people who just hate you for no apparent reason other than the fear of the unknown and the lack of the understanding or trying to understand whatsoever, and just the hate that they hold in their heart. But that doesn't mean because they have that hate that you have to fight back so toxically. I do feel like so many people within our community, and to be fair, we have been oppressed and attacked so much that it's so easy to resort by lashing back at these people, these negatives, this Donald Trump stuff, this all these different attacks here that are being made on us and our reality and our identity and threaten us and our rights. I feel like there's a proper way to fight that back, is to educate, be smart, be civil, be nice. You don't have to reduce yourself down to their level and become this like toxic, negative, hateful person just because that's what they're giving to you, because then you become corrupted by this toxicity, and that's not cool. So if you are on the internet, it's gonna suck. You're gonna wake up, you're gonna cry, people are gonna be just hating you for no apparent reason, and maybe not you directly, but just who you are as a person. And that's one of the negatives you're going to deal with. Like, again, me personally, over the last year or so, I've lost 2 major friends, and I can't necessarily say why or blame it 100% on my transition. One of which mentions that it was extremely sad to be around me for the last year or so, that I was hard to be around. And I'm sure that's probably true, because as a person I was kind of spiraling down, and I was going directionless, and I was so without hope. And that's not a good place to be in. And so I ultimately decided that I needed to do this. I needed to make myself be who I am and be happy with myself, and to give myself something to look forward to, give myself some hope and some joy, and to be proud of who I am, and to stop denying and lying about who I am. So I finally decided to step out and do that in October 1st, 2018. Like I said, this is August 24th, so I'm just about at the 11-month mark. I'm right around the corner from a year, and it's putting a lot of pressure on me. Same thing I did when I was 30. I put a lot of pressure on me with this last birthday, but I had to do something, that I had to make something big. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's just gonna bring you down, because there's so many other things that are gonna bring you down throughout your transition. Just random roller coaster ride of emotion that I get hit with, wave after wave. It's intense, it's hard to deal with, it comes at you out of nowhere, and you just got to take it for what it is and roll with the punches as they come at you. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna be wild and wacky and fun. Don't know I did that. But yeah, it's ultimately more good than it is bad. there's so many more things. Just the pure fact that it gives you hope and something to look forward to be yourself organically is worth it. It's worth dealing with the haters. It's worth losing the friends. And a lot of people say like, oh, they leave you because they were never really your friend. But the thing is, no, they were your friends and they left you, and it hurts. It's so easy to say, oh, they were never your friend. That's what everybody says in the situation when they're trying to support you, and I understand that. But no, these people are your friends, and they will leave you, and it's going to happen. And for some other people, it's going to be difficult for them to learn, accept, and deal with and understand. Just because you've been preparing yourself your whole life for this doesn't mean that anybody else has preparing for you to do this, or even for them to have to deal with this situation of you transitioning in front of them. It's going to be hard for them. A lot of them, you got to give them a lot of slack. You got to cut them some breaks. You got to let them understand and let them learn and grow and get comfortable. And a lot of them will come around. Even some of the ones who do hate you or leave you, they might come back. And you can handle that however you want. I'm handling my personal situations the way that I am. It is difficult. It has brought me a lot of sad, crying nights, but every time someone does come around, someone hits me up out of nowhere and lets me know that they support me, it feels amazing. And that's just so much better than the sadness that you're going to have to deal with. And I just want to be real. I want to let you know that a lot of people on here see a lot of videos. They're not real. They talk about all the joy and all the positives. They show these magical transformations that are going to happen overnight. Their 3-month video where they go from super manly to super femininized, and that's not going to happen. That's not reality for everybody. It wasn't for me. Even now, I don't feel like I'm at any place that's good or comfortable. Because I just have such high pressure and expectations for myself. Whereas there's others who say, shut up, girl. You look cute, you're beautiful, shut your mouth. Just be happy and smile and love being yourself. And I do. And I really do, so much more than I ever did before. So I'm happy that I did this. Again, rambling, ranting, going on over nowhere about everything. I don't know. I'm gonna just call this video ultimately like one 11-month update video or something. Life update, random thoughts, opinions. I do want to make more of these videos and talk more about it on a more focused, direct, topic-based discussion where I just take smaller topics and I focus in on that and talk about that more specifically and more in depth and more thoroughly. Whereas this is just kind of a generic overall video to let you guys know that I do feel it's really important that we represent ourselves and that we stand up and we share our personal experiences so that way others can look to you, because they might not always line up with the other videos of the other people that they see online. I know I look at some videos and I'm like, I can't identify with that person from where they came from their life experience, from their economic or social background. That video is necessarily not for me. Maybe that's not the best for me to watch. Because sometimes you watch other people's videos and you're like, it makes you feel sadder than happy, because you're like, why am I not where they are? Why did I not start off what they did? Why can they do that and I can't do that? Or why did I do that and they can't do that? So it's hard to live comparative, but I did want to offer this video just to let you guys know that I'm going to be making more of these focused, direct videos. I'm going to be talking about my transition. If that makes you uncomfortable, that's your problem to deal with or whatever. You can unsubscribe, you can do whatever you want. I'm still going to be delivering all of my hard-hitting comic book, explored and explained, expect plenty of those coming out this week. I hope to come out with a few of those because there's a lot of great titles between Batman, Superman, Action Detective, Superman, Flash, Curse of the White Knight. There's a lot of great books that came out this week, and I'm definitely going to be covering some of them, but this is just a random all over the place video to let you know that I'm here and I'm going to be making more of these videos. Ultimately, I'm Kelly One Shot. You take care, have a great day, and goodbye!